So I tried to start this video in a very succinct and poetic way, hopefully constructing this metatextual narrative about storytelling and stuff along that genre. But part of my research is currently being kneecapped because TikTok search is so atrocious that I cannot find a simple video of this trans woman philosopher, can't even remember her name, really digging into Lawrence. You know, the band that made that one really bad song in 2023, What You Want? So I'm just going to try and paraphrase a lot of the concepts from memory in the hopes that you'll understand what I'm saying. Okay, so I read a discussion somewhere about Joseph Campbell and the Hero with a Thousand Faces that tried to summarize a lot of these stories into two camps. There's a man who goes on a journey, and then there's a stranger who comes to town. I know, abysmal research on my part. I don't know who wrote that quote. I wasn't paying attention when that person referenced that other person in the discussion forum, 2 layers abstracted from the book that they were talking about. But the point of the saying is that there's essentially 2 types of stories, an outgoing story and an incoming story. Now, I'm not usually the kind of person to accept that perspective uncritically, but very fortunately for me, I encountered a video of a trans woman, philosopher, author? I don't know if she's written a book, but writer, we'll say writer, Brianna Griffin, of sorts, in which she not only deconstructed why people didn't like Lawrence the band, and specifically that song, but also actually tried to understand what it means for white people to be good at jazz. There's a very salient summation of the narratives in those types of songs, white people jazz songs, that very scarily mirrors the mindset of Joseph Campbell's Hero with a Thousand Faces. That is to say, in the process of making something. The white people jazz is, oh, we've got to make it. Oh no, we're not going to make it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we've made it. You cannot accurately assess how badly I wish I had that damn video so that I could just cut it from that video and show you what I'm talking about. Because I am paraphrasing it so haphazardly. What I or she means when we ask what it means for a white person to be good at jazz is to say, how can they learn a grammar that isn't a part of their lived experience? How can they learn a syntax that isn't informed by a life that's been colonized? Music, geometry, abstract math, narrative, all theoretical, all metaphysical construct to be objectified by a colonizing force that wants to know what it feels like to have a soul. Whiteness is a type of demiurge in the truest sense, a yang without a yin. We are constantly doused in illusion that we are desperately trying to break from. So I'm not going to give you all the secrets to decolonizing your mind. I'm not going to give you all of the solutions to the puzzles. I believe that breaking those codes will be an enjoyable task that you can solve all on your own. You'll feel really accomplished when you do. What I will tell you is one solution to one puzzle. I do believe that there are only 2 types of stories, but it's not the man on the journey and the stranger coming to town. I believe that all stories can be boiled down to 2 factors: a story about the presence of love and the story about its absence.